Forex trading is not complicated, and I feel the reason why many people may think that Forex trading is hard or Forex trading maybe it's complicated, it's because they lack a good strategy. Now, I'm going to tell you one strategy that you can try to build a foundation or to to, um, to build confidence. And once I show you this strategy, you will start looking the market in a different way. I know if you're new to this channel, my name is Esther Mofrey. I know you may be, you have never seen me before, but trust me, once you see this video, you will be able to understand this strategy. So let me go directly to the chart. And as I share this strategy, you'll be able to see that it is very, very easy, that might be the only strategy you need for 2025 to become a profitable trader. Maybe it's the strategy that you've been looking for. Now, this strategy, I have a name and it is called CIB strategy. Let me put it in CIB strategy. And the C stands for cross candle. The I stands for indecision. And then the B stands for break. So you know in the market we have so many candles. We have like bullish engulf, bearish engulf, spinning top, pin bar, hammer, all those candles, they communicate each different some they communicate something in the market. Some communicate momentum, others communicate indecision, other communicate rejection. Now, this candle that we are looking for, it is communicating indecision, like the market, either buyers and sellers are not, nobody is in control, or they have the same what can I say, they have the same strength. Now when we talk of a momentum candle, it can be either green or red candle. These candles, they are communicating momentum. There is liquidity in the market. So when you see bullish engulf, morning star, evening star, those candles, they communicate momentum. When you see like hammer, shooting star, those candles, they communicate rejection. Any candle that has a wick, they communicate a rejection. And now the candle of our strategy is called indecision candle. These is our candles where neither buyers nor sellers, they have the strength, or they, both sellers and buyers, they have the same strength. So you can't say, oh, the market is buying, the market is selling. What you will notice is that once you start trading, you will be able to see that when you come to indecision, the market can take any direction. It can either go up, it can either go down. So when you build a strategy with indecision candles, it becomes easier to trade. So in this case, I just want you to identify any cross candle that you will see in your chart. So the cross candles are this. This is the strategy. I want you to identify a cross strategy, a cross candle. Any cross candle that you will see in your chart, I want you to put a box from the upper side, highest point, to the lowest point of the wick. Once you put that box, the next thing that I want you to do is to wait for them where the market will break. If it breaks up, you buy and target how many pips? 50 pips. And then if it breaks down, we are selling, and then we are targeting 50 pips. Now you can have a cross that can have can be red or can be green. When it is red, it means that the sellers have struggled, and the sellers are the last people to be in control. But still, either buyers or sellers, nobody can say that these ones are the ones that are controlling the market. So the same thing that will happen with the red candle. If I was to enter, I will wait for the market to break. I target 50 pips, and here I wait for it to break and target 50 pips. Now, you can use this strategy on any time frame. time frame to use, any time frame. Time frame is any time frame, starting from 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, because majority of people have been asking, where do we use this strategy? 2 hours, 4 hours daily. You can use this strategy on all these time frames. But now the rule of the game is that in case it gives you an exit, you close the trade. Now, I keep telling people that a good strategy needs entry, which is the strategy itself. It needs the target, and it also need an exit. Now, when you open, let's say I will give you, we are starting with, we will start with 5 minutes. Let's say we go to our 5 minutes. Even this is last week on Friday. This is last week market. So this is what the market did on gold. Even I've not gone further. So market closed here on Friday, but if we can go on, we can see already we have spotted a cross candle. Now, in this case, we have two cross candle. If you can see, we have two cross candle. And I want you to notice something. When you spot a cross candle, when you spot this cross candle, I want you to put a box. Once you put a box, you are waiting for your box to be broken. So we are waiting for this box to be broken. And once it is broken, we are selling. We are selling here, sell, and we are targeting 50 pips. So if we sold after this box was broken and we were targeting 50 pips, the 50 pips would have been hit by the second candle. That's when our 50 pips was hit. So the first, you can see on 5 minutes we had this, and also we had this cross, and also it broke down. We had these crosses going up, and once it broke, did it go 50 pips? So it broke here, you entered buy, it went with 53 pips. That's why I'm saying make sure your target is 50 pips. So if we understand, if someone was looking at 5 minutes, they would have made a lot of money because those are like 3 entries that you would have entered. Now let's go to 15 minutes. How do you use the same strategy using 15 minutes? So on 15 minutes, you can see the same day it was around 3:15, and we had a fast cross here. Now this is 15 minutes. So if I go back on 5 minutes to check what was happening where I have put the box, you can see there is nothing much that I have there apart from the cross that is red. And if I go above the time frame, like I go to 30 minutes, you'll see I do not have that cross on 15 minutes. So this cross on 15 minutes, if this were you, because this strategy I'm telling you, it can be the only strategy that you need, and you don't need another thing this year. So you can try this for the remaining days of 2025. So if we bought here within no time, this one candle on 15 minutes went 188 pips. So within no time, the market gave you your 50 pips already, and you could have even made more. So here, if we bought, if we bought, the market, you can see it hit the TP very, very fast. Now, that was one. Now, there is a trade here which could have given us an exit. Let's see. So this market, we had a cross candle here, and the market broke down. So if you sold here, you could have been given an exit here because the market did not do exactly. So we are seeing 15 minutes you could have been given an exit. So here you would have lost. This is a loss. And here, this is a win. And here, let's see here. So the market again gave you a cross and gave you a buy. You came, you bought after it broke, and in this case it went 92 pips, so it would have hit the take profit. So on Friday, if you were using 15 minutes, on Friday, and let me make it like this. Friday started there. If you are using Friday, you are just using 15 minutes. So there's a cross here when we are starting the day. And when the market broke, it broke here. So it gave you the market retraced, but at the end of the day, the market gave you an entry. So here there was an entry. And also, if at all you entered with this cross, there are two crosses here. We have two crosses here. So if you did not see at very early in the morning, like 3, you would have seen a cross candle at 5:15. If you didn't spot that candle, you would have spotted there's a candle here, there's a cross here, and you can see it failed to break. So there's a cross here, and when it broke, they retested and they gave you another pips. So where I'm putting the boxes is where I'm showing you what the market did. Now, this one, this candle, you see this one? This candle, the cross that looks like a dragonfly, broke above and they came to retest. So here, the market after retesting, the market, did it go 50 pips? Did it go 50 pips? In fact, it went more than, it went to 58. So here there was an entry, and also here there was an entry. So this entry here, this entry, I hope you're seeing, this entry of this indecision candle when the market broke and you entered buy, you were given an exit because of another candle coming. So I think I can do another video to show you what is the trigger of this strategy. But if you hold it, this one would be a loss. So we have on Friday, if you are using CIB strategy, you would have 2 losses and how many wins. So if you saw this, someone saw this, they could have entered. But let me, because it is mixing. So there were 2 losses, but how many wins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there were 6 wins. So if you had 6 wins, and you're targeting 50 pips, is 50 times 6. That is 300 pips. You'd have made 300 pips. Remember, now for losses, the 2 losses, it all depends if you had a stop loss or you got a loss of, you can be given to exit with 100 pips. For losses, let's say you put maximum of 100 pips as stop loss, because for gold you have to work with stop loss. So you would have lost 200 pips. 200 pips as a stop loss. If you had put 100 pips, if you had put 50 pips as a stop loss, if you had put whichever stop loss you will work with, but at the end of the day, you will have learned a trade that has high pips. So in that one day, your pips that you would have made is how many pips? 100 pips. So at the end of the day, you would have made money, because if I make 300 pips, then I lose 200 pips, I've gained 100 pips. So this strategy is very, very profitable. And because I don't want to make this video long, in other videos, I can show you 30-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, and daily. But today we have just covered 5 minutes and 15 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful and you will start practicing this strategy. It is not hard. It is as easy as I have taught you. Thank you and I love you. Bye-bye.